Validating doesn't necessarily mean you agree with. This is where a lot of people don't truly understand what validating is. Invalidation is what created all of the pain that we feel inside. And invalidation of the reality that I'm experiencing caused me to invalidate that reality myself, which created a rejection of a part of myself. That rejection was rejecting the reality of that part's experience. So to simplify it, all of your pain is caused by invalidation. Doesn't mean it's easy or quick, it's simple. In any relationship, whether it's a romantic relationship, whether it's siblings, caregivers, friendship, colleagues, no matter what it is, if you want that relationship to be healthy, validation is a certainty, it's a must, it has to be. Because if I'm constantly invalidating your reality, there's no ability for vulnerability. And if there is no vulnerability, there is no way of connecting, there's no way of growth. So there has to be vulnerability between two in order for growth to happen within the relationship. I can completely disagree with my partner and still validate how she feels or why she feels like that. And that's where a lot of relationships unfortunately fail at. This is why we have such a high percentage of divorces as well, really a high percentage of relationships failing. Relationships are hard. For anyone to believe that they should be easy or that they are easy, you don't understand relationships. They are hard because they force you to go to the parts of yourself that you need to go to yourself. They force you to look at the parts of yourself that you've not been looking at, that you're not aware of or anything. And the hardest part is doing that whilst validating. Myself and my partner, when we first got together, I was like, this is what I'm looking for. And I'm looking for a conscious relationship. A conscious relationship is I work on myself, you work on yourself, and we both work on the relationship. But at the same time as that is happening, I will hold space for you when you're working on yourself and going through what you're going through, and you need to hold space for me when I'm working on myself and going through what I'm going through. That's where the validation comes in, because if you are unable to validate me, you cannot hold space for me to go through what I need to go through. And if I can't go through what I need to go through in the safety of this relationship, there is no vulnerability and there is no connection. And that's why essentially relationships fail. We look at relationships and we kind of mark success in a relationship based on longevity. Longevity is not a measure of success in relationships at all. There are so many people that stay in relationships and they're miserable. They are not happy. They don't want to be in these relationships. So the measure of success in relationship needs to be more about compatibility, the ability to communicate, to be vulnerable, to connect. All of these things need to be the measurement of success in a relationship instead of longevity.